Hello, welcome to this month's group healing session from inflammation to immunity. I'm Editor, Advanced Certified BodyTalk practitioner and instructor, holistic healthcare practitioner. In this monthly group healing session, we are going to dive into supporting your immune system. So take a few moments to settle down, sit comfortably, close your eyes, and scan your body for any aches, pains, discomforts, stress, anxiety, or symptoms from infections or chronic fatigue. Evaluate how you're feeling and put it on the scale 0 to 5. I would invite you to scan and do this evaluation after the session and again 1 week later to see what has shifted for you. So for now, sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to get anchored into this moment. We are starting this session with the focus on supporting immune system, inflammation to immunity. So tangent that I'm picking up that's impacting immunity is stress. And this is stress, anxiety that has been built up over time. Let's start with balancing the brain. So this is brain balancing technique, which is balancing the left and right hemispheres, optimizing the circulation, and running a reset on the nervous system. This is for collaborating the functioning of the left and right brain. Now we are balancing the limbic brain. Now I'm picking up another priority, which is balancing the head, heart, and gut brain to function more in synchronity. We are working with bringing in a sound frequency of Om to harmonize the three brain and to support this nervous system to shift out of this fight, flight, survival mode in repair and regeneration mode. I'm setting up a treatment called active memory. Think of it as a scan where your nervous system, your prefrontal cortex, would scan for all the memories with active emotional charge. I'm picking up the theme here, fear and anger. Imagine your prefrontal cortex is your computing power. Working on setting up this filter to look for all the memories stored with active emotional charge, but the emotions are not yet synthesized, specifically fear and anxiety in past year. So with this treatment, we are looking at surfacing all that emotional charge, facing those emotional charges, synthesizing and releasing it. This would support the amygdala complex, which is the center of the brain scanning the environment for any threat. This will support the nervous system and the amygdala complex to shift out of the fight, flight, survival mode. We are balancing the HPA balance, which is hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenals, for addressing high cortisol levels. In parallel, we are rewiring the amygdala complex out of the fight, flight, survival mode into tend and befriend mode, which is heightened dopamine and oxytocin. So which means when the environment is triggering stress or there's stress in the environment, the nervous system and amygdala complex instead of its habitual neural pathways, which has been overused for a long time. Instantly shifting the nervous system into the fight-flight survival mode, sympathetic nervous system, we are working on rebuilding a new neural pathway by optimizing, addressing the past emotional trauma and stress, rewiring the amygdala complex to the prefrontal cortex and the septal area of the brain, which is the center of relaxation. This would help to stimulate the nervous system into this tendon befriend mode, as well as setting up a treatment on your lower dantian point. We are working with governing vessel 6, conceptual vessel 4, and bladder 23. This is to stabilize the kidney adrenal complex. So again, adrenal is fatigued with production of cortisol. So this all is the story behind why the immune system is triggered into this heightened inflammatory mode. So running a reset on optimizing your lower dantian point. And now we are running a parallel session on optimizing the innate immunity team and adaptive team. And I'm running a treatment called CDRI, which is optimizing the circulation, running a defrag, fragmentation, reevaluation, recontextualization, integration, and introduction to heart. So it's a complex treatment on the immune system to help recalibrate the immune system once the stress has been addressed. So now the immune system can shift out of this heightened inflammatory mode. I'm also working on addressing the epigenetic markers. So I'm picking up a couple of epigenetic markers between 5 to 7, and specifically on the natural killer cells, the T killer cells of the immune system. These epigenetic markers have triggered the immune system into this heightened inflammatory mode. So we are running a treatment called cellular repair to clear these epigenetic markers. And now we are working on optimizing your governing vessel meridian, which is the most young meridian to support the immune system. And so optimizing these two meridians to boost your immunity. Another piece of treatment that's showing up as a priority is gut microbiome. So I'm running a rehab treatment on optimizing the gut microbiome when we are looking at 5 to 6 different species of microbiome that are underfunctioning. Specifically, these species of microbiome that train the immune system to produce anti-inflammatory hormones and support the immune system with tolerance. So we are setting up to bring in the morphogenetic field of these healthy microbiome communities and its biofilm from the appendix to re-imprint it, as well as optimizing the solar plex chakra, which is for confidence, digesting and processing life situations. Then we're working on balancing the spin of all the chakras, 7 major chakras, anti-clockwise. The spin is for detoxification at the energetic level and emotional level for all the trauma and stress that is impacting the immune system. I'm running another sub-session and we are working on the innate immunity and adaptive team. And the sub-session is running a defrag on the subtle sense of smell and taste, anchoring it to the situation from sense, which means neutralizing the sense of smell and taste of the immune cells so they're able to discern what to attack and what to tolerate. And we are balancing that with the gut brain, which is all about discernment. And now we are also working on balancing the whole microscopic orbit of life, which is the governing vessel and conceptual vessel, which is balancing the fire and water element. So this session is to support the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, which means stress levels, which in turn would translate into supporting the immune system so it can calm down out of the inflammatory mode. And this would also address autoimmune conditions, heightened inflammation, and infections. Another priority is hydration, focusing on easy water, also called structured water, specifically in the lymphatic system and lymph nodes. We're balancing the spleen meridian, and this is to support the immune system with transport. All the macrophages, neutrophils, all the immune system cells which use the lymphatic system as a transport system. Take a few deep breaths, and if you like, gently tap on your head, heart, and gut. This is to integrate and optimize your immune system. Take a moment to reevaluate how you're doing in this moment with your aches, pains, physical discomforts, your mental health. I would invite you to reevaluate after a week and notice if anything has shifted. I would be happy to hear your feedback. And I hope this session helps your immune system. All the best. Take care.